Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving into a topic that's been gaining a lot of attention in the EV community in China: the sudden, aggressive push behind ONVO and what these moves signal about the current demand for the brand. Over the last few weeks, NIO has been running unusually bold and direct promotional campaigns to pull more people toward the ONVO lineup. We're not talking about simple online ads or generic marketing. We're talking about actual phone calls to NIO owners, reward-packed test drive events, special edition models released just weeks apart, and a full-scale effort to get existing NIO users inside an ONVO vehicle. Naturally, this raises a big question: are these strategies actually working, or are they simply draining resources without producing meaningful conversions? This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Recently, many NIO owners have received direct calls from ONVO representatives, and these calls are very specific. They're asking NIO owners to come test drive an ONVO model, and the bait they're using is surprisingly generous: the chance to win a NIO phone. That's right, they're literally telling people, come test drive ONVO, and you might win a smartphone. And if you don't win the phone, you'll almost certainly receive NIO points, roughly 566 of them, which comes out to around $10 in value. On top of that, they sometimes throw in additional freebies such as collectible figures or small toy items. It's clear that the company wants foot traffic badly, and they're not shy about offering rewards to make it happen. The timing of these campaigns becomes even more understandable when you look at ONVO's recent delivery numbers. After the national subsidies were discontinued, ONVO experienced a steep drop in deliveries, falling from 17,342 units in October to 11,794 units in November. This decline highlights that ONVO is significantly more sensitive to subsidy changes compared to NIO's higher-priced models like the ES8. The ES8 segment caters to customers who are less price-sensitive, and the new generation of ES8 is also priced lower than the previous model, which makes subsidy changes far less impactful. ONVO, however, sits in a more competitive and price-driven segment, so even a small policy change can shake demand. To counter the slowdown, ONVO released two limited edition versions almost back-to-back: the Black Knight ONVO L90 and the Black Knight ONVO L60. These models are designed to create excitement and a sense of exclusivity. Special editions always generate buzz, especially in a highly competitive SUV segment. And yes, these releases definitely caught consumer attention. But while special editions can generate short-term sales spikes, they're not a complete solution for deeper demand problems. Now, let's talk about the strategy of targeting NIO owners directly. On the surface, it seems smart. NIO users already understand the brand's experience, the digital ecosystem, and the battery swapping advantage. These users are already loyal to the company, so in theory, converting them to ONVO might seem easier than converting a completely new customer. But here's the problem: almost no NIO owners are actually going to switch to ONVO. And the reason is simple: privileges don't transfer. Many NIO owners rely heavily on the free or discounted battery swap packages that came with their original purchase. Those privileges are extremely valuable, especially for people who drive frequently. But if they sell their NIO and buy an ONVO, they lose everything. This situation can be compared to someone who has been driving a Lexus for 5 years and enjoys free gasoline for life. Would that person willingly downgrade to a Toyota, even a brand new one, knowing they would lose the lifetime free gasoline? Most people would never make that trade. That's exactly how NIO owners feel. The emotional and financial value of those privileges is simply too high, and ONVO cannot afford to offer the same benefits because the cost of free battery swapping is far higher than most people realize. In fact, William Li, NIO CEO, has been asked multiple times if these privileges could be transferred. His answer has always been no. The economics just don't work for ONVO at that price point. Because of that, even with phone giveaways, NIO points, and test drive incentives, most NIO owners will participate in the campaign just to get freebies. They'll show up, drive the car, take the rewards, and leave with no intention of switching. The only realistic conversions will come from NIO owners who want a second car for their household. A portion of current NIO users might consider buying an ONVO model as an additional vehicle because it's cheaper and practical. But switching entirely from NIO to ONVO is extremely unlikely. These promotions, however, tell us something important. ONVO demand is under pressure. The drop in deliveries already confirmed that the subsidy removal had a real impact. And these sudden aggressive marketing efforts are a clear sign that NIO wants to reignite momentum quickly. To their credit, they're not sitting still. They're trying everything: special editions, reward-driven test drive events, cross-brand promotions, and direct user outreach. Some of these efforts will work. Limited edition cars always attract attention. Some customers genuinely want to try the ONVO L60 or L90. And the freebies will definitely convert a small percentage of visitors into actual buyers. But these tactics provide only temporary boosts. They don't solve ONVO's long-term positioning in a price-sensitive market. Ultimately, sustained demand will come from strengthening the competitiveness of the ONVO lineup. ONVO vehicles are genuinely strong products. They're well-designed, reasonably priced, and technologically competitive. But the company will need to provide better incentives if they want consistent sales growth. This could include bringing back promotions such as free refrigerators, which they have offered before, discounted services, or even limited-time battery swap packages. In a market where hundreds of EVs compete for attention, value-driven incentives are powerful tools. Despite the challenges, ONVO has achieved something remarkable. The ONVO L90 reached 40,000 total deliveries in only 4 months. That is a huge milestone and shows that the product itself has strong appeal. The foundation is solid. ONVO's problem isn't product weakness, it's navigating a market that reacts strongly to subsidies, combined with internal conflicts created by NIO owner privileges. There is one more thing worth mentioning: ONVO's marketing strategy has overlooked a major opportunity. Instead of directly showcasing the cars, the brand could have leaned heavily into promoting battery swapping. A simple, relatable skit showing someone struggling to charge in the rain or freezing weather, compared to the comfort of sitting inside a warm car while swapping a battery in minutes, would have been extremely effective. Many people in China still don't fully understand how convenient battery swapping really is. A creative, humorous, or emotional ad could have boosted awareness dramatically. Instead, ONVO focused mostly on traditional car marketing, which is good but also a missed opportunity to highlight what makes the brand different. To wrap things up, ONVO's recent marketing push clearly signals that demand slowed after the subsidy removal, and the company is working hard to bring numbers back up. The special edition releases, giveaways, phone call campaigns, and test drive incentives will provide a short-term lift. But converting NIO owners is unlikely because their privileges aren't transferable, and those benefits are too valuable to give up. ONVO will continue to sell well, but long-term success will depend on stronger incentives and better storytelling around its core advantages, especially battery swapping. Only time will tell whether these efforts will be enough. But one thing is certain: NIO is determined to keep ONVO's momentum alive. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.